Is that how a warped brain like yours gets its kicks? By planning the death of innocent people?
No. By causing the death of innocent people.
I'm not gonna lie. First time I've ever seen the new Captain Bucket logo over top of my shit because I didn't pay for the premium, and I don't like it one bit.
Oh, it kind of forces you to pay the premium.
Right.
Yeah, I
Will
get that.
advertise for us.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I get it. They got to make their money somehow, but.
I
Have you
would think
even done it?
Get to take their name off of things.
Nah, hell no. They're not gonna forget to fucking get their dime in. Chuck, you haven't done it over there?
Yeah.
Now hold on a second. Judging from
Jeff's
the
holy shit.
look, judging from the crusting of the entire donut covered, right, and the flat bottom, is it Entenmann's?
Oh, that's 100% Entenmann. That's the Entenmann's chocolate with the white yellow.
Refrigerated.
Bro, oh god. We don't have Entenmann's out here.
Oh my god, these are so fucking good.
This
Okay,
is
come on, dude.
this
I'm
is-
about to turn off my own podcast if you keep eating in my ear. You know I hate that.
this
Oh, I
fucking
can't
little,
even hear. I just fuck, dude. My bad.
listen, this is little Debbie country out here.
By the way, are you using your good mic?
Am I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So your
Yeah,
office is
yeah,
just
yeah.
right now.
Yeah, no, like I said, sorry, I'll get a little closer. We're still moving in, so this is very barren walls, and it's
Yeah,
the smallest room in the house.
We had a break in War Stories and a locker room that week.
We had a break insanity, is what we had.
So life goes on, but here we are. So you're in your new home, and you're indoors. You're not even in the garage.
No,
Garudi.
I'm not in garage. Well, we're trying this out this week because everyone's going to bed right now, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, Sloan's asleep. Remy, we'll see if he wakes up or if he comes in. If he hears me talking, who are you talking to, Dad?
You're like, just your imagination.
Ghosts.
So I think I told you guys before that my wife does movie nights with the kids like every Friday night.
Right.
Getting Remy to pick a movie, man. Like we showed him, or she showed him. There's no we. She showed him the Muppets Treasure Island.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, right. Classic, right?
Yeah.
He can't do it because the Muppets freak him out.
No shit, huh?
He doesn't like the Muppets. He likes the I guess
You're
he's okay
saying
with
your
clowns.
Muppet impression is wasted.
No.
on him.
It's like the clown being scared of clowns or something. Like you can't even go to
Right.
like a carnival because the clowns are there.
Right. Oh yeah. We had a homegirl of ours in the group that was deadly afraid of clowns, and we took her to Fright Fest. Oh, and they had this. We had no. Well, that's the thing is, we had no idea. So like, we went to Halloween
You're like
Horror Nights, and that
Psycho.
was perfectly fine. And then we went over to I think it was Fright Fest, the one that Knott's Berry Farm has. We're like, oh, it's like a little,
Okay.
they're doing their thing, whatever. We went in there, and in order to get to a couple rides in one section that we wanted to go check out, like one of the haunted house, there was literally they call it Clown Corner, which is just basically carnival music, lights, and a bunch of fucking like evil clowns walking around, like just like it's what they call a scare zone. Oh, that girl was just buried in the back of my jacket the entire walk.
Now, here's the thing. I don't. This is the same reason I don't do escape rooms. I know escape rooms are bullshit, and if I really,
Sure,
I could, let me out. Fine, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, of course.
I just the I don't enjoy jump scares.
Right.
So I don't want to walk around an amusement park at night chased by 17-year-olds in horror masks. So like I'm sorry.
Well, bro, the people who the actors that volunteer for the houses,
pretty dope.
Yes, most of them are.
They're
There's like 80% of them are, but like they are like sidestep of carnies. You know what I'm saying? Like there's their own breed. There people I know I've met people, and I've had two people that came into
Yeah.
town. Like they would travel into town
Oh, really?
to work on the scares, and that's it. That was their whole thing.
That's it?
Like, yeah. They came in, worked on the scares. They got the jollies scaring people, and then flew back home. And
Yeah.
that's like
Shit.
their fucking thing, dude. Like
Yeah.
it's fucking crazy.
I actually
Well-
talked to one of them one time.
Mhm.
We caught him, and at Fright Fest, and he was a kid trying to go through FX school, and so he was doing that and trying to get acting and all that other stuff, going through special effects school.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well,
Vampire Ken. He did special effects school and then got hooked up with one of the haunts and was doing special effects makeup for the haunts and shit like that. That's how
dope.
that's how I got
Yeah.
introduced to a lot of them. But if you ever get a chance to the Queen Mary, if they're still doing it after
They are.
okay, that one's hella fun.
I mean,
it
that shit
was
on
great.
any night haunted.
But I mean, they play it up.
Oh,
They
yeah.
they split the bow of the ship into 3 different haunts, like 3 different sections.
I don't know.
And the
You
one that
guys-
goes through the boiler is pretty fucking dope, dude. Like the one that, yeah, it's
Oh,
pretty
the
fucking
one
dope.
that goes where you get to see beat in that box where you can look at the propeller and you're
Ye-
below the water
yeah.
level. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I don't
yeah,
think I
and
can do it,
they have,
man.
they have like the low hanging
No,
fog
it's so
underneath, and there's like
claustrophobic, it's
bro,
not
and
even
there's
fun.
dude, there's
Anyway,
like actors going through the
I'm a
fog
pussy when it
slowly,
comes to
like,
that stuff, bro.
oh,
I'm
we gotta
definitely
go.
afraid of that shit.
We gotta go.
So we have a
I'm
couple of
afraid.
things to talk about. We've got some stuff in the chat. J Crew brought up, and Matt is on his way home from. Matt's out. Actually, Hollywood is not all of Hollywood is burning. Only specific parts of Los Angeles are burning. There are.
I mean,
out-
very small parts of Los Angeles are in some shit.
Yeah.
And so Matt
like one
is
small
still
area.
working. Matt's still working. He is he's not doing EMT stuff. He's actually doing I think movie or TV stuff. So he is on his way back from set. Producer Dylan is somewhere in the chat.
He ain't gonna make it. He ain't making it.
Fucking Jody.
Anyway.
J Crew, you fucking weirdo.
So I wanted to get moving because I want to start with something fun because I know the rest of this is just going to be insane. Marco, I am
What do you want?
all in. I'm all in. I'm 100% here for, and I already have 4 tickets for an advanced screening of the new Superman movie.
I
I'm
fucking figured you would be. I figured you would. I haven't seen much of the. I've seen a couple of the teaser trailers, but not the actual long, like the full theatrical trailer. So I think I'm not really tracking it too much.
Okay, so here, okay, Chuck, have you?
What?
I know you like
what?
DC Comics too.
I do. I like DC. I just saw what we saw here. I did see the full one on I think like Prime or something. Like I saw the full thing.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
those are really cool.
So, boys, I'm all in. I got my tickets, and then lo and behold,
When is the release?
I think there's July 11th officially.
Oh, you got the motherfuckers early.
I got tickets to see it on July 8th.
But is there a popcorn bucket to go with it though?
There are a bunch. Well, let's get there.
Yes.
So here's I'm
All right.
okay.
All right.
I
All
said I
right.
want
All
to stay
right.
positive because I think you're in.
Okay.
So let me
All right.
say that I got my tickets, and then the next thing I know, because it's CinemaCon or one of those
Mhm.
other. Anyway,
Yeah.
James Gunn gave the last trailer. They're like, this is it. Here's your big trailer. Here is the thing you're gonna get before the movie.
Okay.
So let's see here.
Do you have to fly there?
No. The premiere is in Los Angeles on the 7th, and then they're taking it to select pre-screens on the 8th. And I happened to figure out it was through Amazon Prime members, and I got an
Oh, that's
invite.
cool.
I'll take it. Sure.
Cool.
All right. So this was lo and behold to get my tickets. And Marco, you know me, like I actually am more excited about this
Mhm.
than I think I was
Mhm.
the Christopher Reeve sequels.
Stop.
Because
Stop.
you
You can't say that.
No, but
You can't say
Christopher
that.
the Christopher Reeve movies never ever gave me the promise of the greatest thing in superhero-dom when we were growing up, the Super Friends. Never
Mm-mm.
gave me the Super Friends. I'm
No.
gonna tell you, just here, and this is what was released. So this is
Sorry, I'm moving stuff around.
right.
Superman.
That's better.
The most powerful being on planet Earth.
We finally meet.
Now, as planned,
If you get a vicious, mean Lex Luthor,
I'll destroy you. And of course, that reporter you always do interviews with. Who raised you as a child? I'll kill them too.
Lex Luthor's gonna kill his parents.
This is a completely different Lex Luthor.
I like it. I like it being darker.
But at the same time, it's completely off the rails comic book. Look at this. They have the robots, they have a kaiju.
No matter what you do to me, Luther, your plans won't work.
Wrap it up.
Good luck with that.
It's almost like they have fucking Del Toro executive produce this.
Dude, he knocked the dude's teeth out into the camera. That was a Guy Gardner, Green Lantern.
Okay.
They chose him. Let them die.
Hey! Quit messing around!
I'm not messing around. I'm doing important stuff.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
It's so interesting because he's not as chiseled, as polished of a look as every other Superman that we've had, like ever.
So shots
The
fired.
first two weren't
No, but
too
Christopher Reeve, when you looked at his frame, he was 6'4". He didn't bulk, right? He was just a big dude.
No, but back then you.
But Henry
you didn't
Cavill is
do
not
that.
tall. Henry Cavill is not
No.
tall. Now he
No.
is capable of getting like I'm Hugh Jackman height buff, right? Like they
Yeah,
grow
he
out,
ripped. Yeah,
right?
he ripped.
But even James Gunn said, well, the suit looks like that because I didn't want to stuff it with fake muscles like he called everybody else out for using muscle suits. He
Oh
said,
yeah.
"This is- we didn't put one on him. So
Except for Henry Cavill. Come on, dude.
no, he was wearing a muscle suit, bro.
Really?
Oh yeah,
He
never
got
saw
big
him?
for that role.
He did get.
I'm surprised because you see him in fucking
Yeah.
in The Witcher. I mean, he's fucking he was fucking kept it up and still was big as fucking
So-
Witcher.
It served.
But I have seen pictures of this dude without his shirt on.
Mhm.
Okay. The
Were you
new
excited?
Superman.
Were you excited?
Yeah,
though?
dude. He's big. He's beefy.
Yes,
He's younger, so it's not like defined muscle, but it looks like he put on a good amount of good amount of weight for that role, good amount of muscle.
Mm.
He was eating 6,000 calories a day. It was like in a muscle form thing, and it was 6,000
Right,
calories a
here.
day he was eating for that role.
Damn.
In fact, they have the thing they had in their favor, or that they were trying to do, is because they wanted the suit to have that weird metallic shimmer.
Sure.
So the material is not metallic. He's actually wearing a metallic muscle suit, and the material on top of it is see-through a little bit. And here's the proof.
Interesting.
So
Oh, okay.
yes.
Oh, okay.
So while he was buff, the suit was not him, right? And that scene where he's got his shirt off and like he's just completely ripped. He said that was the hardest scene to shoot in the entire movie because he had to cut weight down
Yeah.
just to film one day. And then I guess Zack Snyder bought him like 2 large pepperoni pizzas and an ice cream sundae that night, So
I can see that.
I'm here for it. I'm
Yeah.
in.
He dropped him.
Here he is.
Yeah, but like, most people don't realize is that to be in that type of shape where you see all the individual muscle groups, they're like, oh, but bodybuilders do it. The bodybuilders do it once or twice a year, and that cut is ridiculous. That's like a 3% body fat cut, and there'd be no way you could even have someone that ripped,
Yeah, well,
like that.
you can see even, you know, there's certain shots. Anyway, so I'm pumped for it, Marco. I'm here for it. So you asked, what was your original question? You asked about popcorn bowl? Will you lose
He
Marco?
did. Yeah, he lost his service, I think. He
Oh.
did ask about a popcorn bucket. Does it come with a popcorn bucket?
It does, but I want to wait for Marco to get back. So in the chat, don't show. Here he comes. There he is.
I have horrible connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you asked, is there a popcorn bowl? And I'll tell you, there are several popcorn bowls.
I did ask.
Depending on what theater you go see it at, apparently. But by far, my favorite has to be the.
JC said, "Batman is what's up" until Batfleck.
The Crypto, the Superdog Dog Bowl popcorn bucket. I actually kind of like that's
cool.
like
That's
if
a
I could
bucket.
take it home and feed my. That's a popcorn bucket, I guess.
Looks like a plushie.
No,
top left.
Oh, I'm looking at the bottom right. I'm like,
So
that looks like
I
a
did-
fucking stuffed animal.
I did too.
Fucking idiot.
I do like the zipper.
All right.
The
Yeah, that's
middle bottom with all the
Yeah,
kryptonite shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the Fortress of Solitude.
So let's go back to Marco. Matt is still there. Chuck, how close are you to help the listeners understand? How close are you to Los
Going on
Angeles
right now?
Yeah.
In miles, it's probably about where that shit's popping off, about 60 miles.
Okay.
65 maybe.
Now, that 65 miles does not translate to about an hour away.
No, I could get there. When I used to drive to Olympic Division and right where that shit is going on in Koreatown, it would take me from Santa Clarita at Dockweiler, which is right in Newhall, to go all the way down there about an hour and 40 minutes.
Right.
Hour and 30 minutes, and that's with no traffic because of how like into the city it is. So up here, you're probably looking at an hour and 50. Could be two for easy two.
So that's why in California or in Los Angeles, I tell people we didn't measure in distance, we measured in time, right? Because it
That's
did not
correct.
matter how actually far away something was.
No,
It mattered how long it took to get there.
100%.
Yeah. The minute I moved somewhere where it was a 1-to-1 ratio, I was like, wait, it's 35 minutes to go 35 miles. What is happening?
Yeah,
Middle of nowhere.
we're pretty close here. If you don't take the main freeway, if you don't take 35, if you go anywhere around on any of the toll roads or any of the FMs, any of the farm to market roads, oh yeah, you're fine. It's 1 ratio.
Well,
but 35 here is like the 4 or 5. It's horrible.
Well,
But not nearly as long.
apparently people in Los Angeles, Chuck, are going to be measuring things in clicks pretty soon.
Yeah, the good old
So
the devil dogs.
So
got deployed.
clear up a few things because some people are saying, right, like mostly peaceful. It's happening in very small areas. It's the media is overblowing it, and then other people. Oh, we lost Mark.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's coming back. So, and other people are saying that Los Angeles, the Olympics is never coming back, and the Los Angeles is burning, and that everything's falling into the sea. So,
No.
from where you stand, how accurate is what you're seeing on social media?
I think it's overblown, making it look like all of LA is just fucking in complete ruins and chaos. It's only select areas that they're allowing them to start protesting, and then when it turns violent into a riot, like it has, like you've been seeing, that shit's legit. We're seeing all the devastation and wreckage. That's legit, but it's probably only 1 or 2 blocks of downtown LA, and which is fucking massive, and it's not all over. It's not widespread. I mean, it looks like a regular day out there. You're just seeing some crazy people go into the federal building downtown, which you would never even go there if you visited LA, because it's not a part of town that you go to visit. It's the federal building in downtown LA where all the major courts and shit are. It's nothing down there but businesses and skyscrapers. I mean, not a lot of people even live down there. They're just going there to get all crazy with the Department of Justice and DOJ buildings right there. I mean, I know exactly where they're at, and the LAPD headquarters is right on the opposite street. Like, so it's all in one central location. And honestly, every time they protest, they go down to there and to City Hall. So they always keep it to the same area, and then they destroy shit. So the same things are always getting destroyed.
Okay, so let me ask you this, Chuck.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you a clip, and I want you to say he's telling the truth or he's full of shit, right? And I want you to just take the clip in its context, what the reporter says, what's going on, and being a person who's there, ooh, that is an angry grandchild. Let me tell you, he's mad that I'm still in his room.
Oh,
All right, here we go.
Down Los Angeles, or just a group that splintered off, happened to find 5 cars that they were able to light on fire, and it makes it look like it's a lot worse than the situation actually playing out on the ground.
Okay.
I mean, they're kind of downplaying a fucking riot pretty
Well,
hard.
I'm asking, is the guy, is the because I want to play you what the guy's response is. I want to play you what the guy's response is, but I want to know so that's the guy in the studio, right?
Okay, yeah. Trying to downplay it. Yeah. I mean,
Right. So now I want you tell me, do you think based on your experiences, is the guy in the studio trying to downplay it, or is he being honest?
I think he's starting to downplay it because where it could look, I mean, it's kind of deceiving too, because it looks like a bigger fire than what it is. A car fire is pretty massive when it gives off a big plume of smoke, and there was 5 of them that were lit on fire. I don't think that's protest. I think that's a fucking riot the moment you start to break shit, and it should be reported as
so
such.
Here, listen, ready?
Not fucking peaceful.
This is the answer.
Able to light on fire, and it makes it look like it's a lot worse than the situation actually playing out on the ground.
It's a great point, Jory, because that's the quintessential question when you have rallies, demonstrations, riots, if you will. I wouldn't go far as to call it that. I know President Trump tweeted about riots and looting. I don't know that I would characterize it that way. But certainly when you have groups like this, from what we've seen, Tommy Pan over here to the left here, it's the vast majority are people taking videos, people waving flags, people walking around, people wanting to be part of the cause, wanting to have their voices heard, and wanting to show the power of numbers and the power of force.
Getting in downtown Los Angeles, or
So here's the thing I have to say to that. We all remember the Iraq War, right? OIF. That was called a block-to-block war, right? You could have one block. You have military members providing aid, right? People are hurt, injured, and they're giving out waters, MREs. The next block, there could be a fucking full-blown firefight going on, and the next block could be something completely fucking different. It doesn't matter that not the whole city isn't burning and on fire. It's a fucking riot. It doesn't matter if it's on one isolated block. If you're destroying property and lighting fucking cars on fire because you're mad at ICE and you're throwing a temper tantrum, it's a fucking riot. Like, this is ridiculous. They're totally downplaying it. I mean, it's not the whole city, but I mean, you're still doing thousands and millions of dollars worth of damage.
So the answer is yes, there are riots happening across Los Angeles, but Los Angeles is really big, so it's not like
the whole city's on fire.
Yeah,
the whole city's not in danger. The whole city's. What's up?
No, I was saying, is that about right?
I mean, from what I know, from like me reaching out to obviously I'm not there anymore, but from me reaching out to old friends, it's like, oh yeah, it's just not even anywhere near us. It's really this one section, the downtown area. They were showing it's Pride Month over there too. Oh, it's Pride Month everywhere, right? It's Pride Month. So they're literally like, when this shit's going off, they're cutting like, and also the police department over here is doing this, and they're part of this parade, saying, and this is happening outside, and there's like live bands playing, out
that happened
out in the street, like at the same time. So it's like, just for all you that don't know and hear that Los Angeles is huge, like unless you've been there, you have no idea how big it is. It's fucking huge.
I have tried to explain to people, Marco. I have tried to explain to people that I live near.
Yeah.
I say, okay, if you go to the furthest edge of this border, and they go, yes. And I say, now get on our main freeway,
right,
and go that way until you reach this point. And they say, okay, yeah. And I said, if you were to drive that, you would still be in Los Angeles. And they were like, what?
Yeah. Well, I try
Los
to
Angeles
explain.
is massive.
Well,
Yeah.
I
And that's not
explain to
even LA
people.
County.
Well, I explain to people this, like, the part of LA that I'm from, the part of LA is the size of Austin. So we looked up the square mileage, right? The San Fernando Valley is almost the exact same square mileage as all of Austin. And mind you, that Austin's like the
Whoa,
9th or
shit.
10th largest city in the country. So I'm like, let me put this into perspective for you. That's one area of Los Angeles. Then you have like the beach areas, the south areas, the actual city, you know, like the north part. Like this, Los Angeles County is fucking huge. Like you can't, unless you go there and try to cross it multiple times. If you go there for a week and stay in one area, you're not seeing Los Angeles. But if you go there enough and you cross, you know, back and forth, go like we have multiple, you know, hundreds and thousands of times, you get a real sense of how big the fucking place is. So when they say like this one city block, this one square, this one square mile of Los Angeles, this shit popping off over here, it's nothing. It's like nothing. They could literally be shit popping off. Like you could have parties 3 blocks down and wouldn't even know.
Yeah. I mean, to drive across Los Angeles on a city street, it could take you like 4.5, 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Like, or more on a city street. That's
on a city street, more.
Yeah, like more of like southeast Los Angeles, all the way through downtown LA. Then you're trying to go up into the valley, crossing Mulholland Hills, and then trying to go all the way out.
Or is you want to debate? Like, here's the deal: LAPD has admitted they are overwhelmed publicly.
Yeah,
and the bottom line is when your police department, your civilian police department, the last line of defense before the military, that when they say we're done, we cannot continue to do this. So what happened? They broke national incident. Did you hear about this, Chuck? You know, NIMS, like all the National Incident Management System.
Yeah.
Okay. So apparently they broke protocol, and the incident commander was required to call the mayor, brief the mayor, and then the mayor had to call the chief, and then the mayor and the chief had to have a call, and then the chief called the incident commander and gave the incident commander orders. That is not how the incident command system works.
No, so, you can't be having other like fucking puppeteers pulling the fucking strings. Like, gotta let the law enforcement do their job. They're the experts in it.
And you know, if they're enforcing right, wrong, or indifferent, here's some legal advice with Chuck and Tom, because I've seen a lot of people posting. Like, I had a friend, she posted something about what to do if ICE comes to your door, and one of the things that was on there was, if they're arresting you, tell them you have a medical condition. Like, I'm like, what kind of?
I mean, that's been around for forever, though.
I mean, right? Like we've all known that. Like, what do you? We used to call it incarceritis, right? Like,
yeah,
ain't nobody sicker than people that don't want to go to jail. We get that, right? And I also, like, people are going, look at all the people that are upset, and I'm like, well, yeah, they're upset because they're about to be thrown out. So here's my question mark, because I want to go to you first as the most recent. You were not born here. You were a naturalized citizen.
Yep.
So when you look at the idea of the government, you know, people say, I've been here for 20 years, right? And the counter argument is, well, that was the old government that let you stay here for 20 years. And that should never have happened. How much weight do you give to either side as somebody who went through the system?
Let me back up. You said the previous government, you were here for 20 years, and they should have let you be here for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
What do you mean?
Why? Why shouldn't they have been here for 20 years? Why?
No, what I'm saying is that policies previous administrations that say did not enforce immigration law, right? So
Right. Mhm.
you've had people you've had different degrees of immigration law enforced, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much should we, the people, and how much should the government bear responsibility for allowing laws to go unenforced, right? So when does a society say, well, you haven't enforced robbery up to this point, so it's not even a crime anymore, right? We see looting, right? Other circumstances, anything that used to be called, the snatch and grabs, the people running into stores and running out with stuff, right?
Right.
Where do you weight the argument when you look at, say, social justice protests and looting?
Mhm.
There's different ends of the spectrum. So I'm asking you, where do you weight the argument of the government is the one who let me be here for 20 years? How dare you kick me out? Versus, hey, I'm sorry nobody enforced the rules until now, but I have to do that.
Are you talking about like the guy who came here is like working hard in the field and trying to put working multiple jobs to give his family a better life than he had in Mexico, who would love to be a citizen here? Or are we talking about the criminals that are here committing crimes that had multiple ICE holds on them?
All right. So that's what I'm kind of what I'm getting at, because my question is,
because there's two different parts.
No. My question was geared towards either way. Does a guy who has been here for 20 years, but is a gang member or has run human trafficking organizations, do they have a more of a right to be here than a guy who's only been here for a year but has been, following all the rules and holding down a job? You know what I mean? How much does time versus how much does your actual record?
Well, it should always be the record. You know what I'm saying? Like you should always go back to the record. It would just due process, which is part of due process.
Here's where I get into that. Here's where I get into a problem with that, right? Is because there are no constitutional protections. It's Matt and I have talked about this. He said the same thing. Just because you go somewhere doesn't mean your rights go with you, right? And the Constitution applies to the people of the United States, right? We grant people who have come here legally the same legal protections as we do our citizens up to and until they become citizens. But there's nowhere enshrined in the Constitution that we grant anybody else that same thing. So if you are not here legally, the argument, and hey, I'm just putting it out there. If I were smarter, I would have become a lawyer and not a cop. The argument being, you are not extended those protections because you are not here legally, and therefore all we have to do is find you, and none of the rest of it matters. We just have to find you, and you have to go. We have the right to deport you. That's it. Like it has nothing to do with being charged, because what's that? Albrego Kilmar Albrego. Like the big deal was they wanted they wanted him to be brought back because they said he was not MS-13. Well, now the Department of Justice wants him to come back so that he can actually stand trial, because they finally built a case against him for human trafficking. And so that brought up this like idea to me of how much does time, right? If you've been here for 20 years, but you're a human trafficker, or if you've been here for 1 year, but you're a hard worker, I think that should count for something.
So, while certain rights like voting and holding federal office and are restricted to U.S. citizens, most constitutional protections apply to all persons within the United States, regardless of the citizenship status. The Fifth Amendment, this has been voted on. It has been gone through the courts. The Fifth Amendment, which is the right to do, obviously, which includes due process, and the Fourth Amendment, that has been addressed already, and it does actually apply to non-citizens, and that's where some of the, you can see the argument comes from, because
so this has been my argument from way back when, and I think you and me and Matt talked about this way back. Oh my God, we were all still hanging out in LA in our 30s. and we talked about executive orders, and there I remember going way back to the first executive order I ever heard of was after all the bullshit with Cuba and JFK and all that. One of the presidents signed an executive order against assassination, right? And he basically signed an order that says, I, the president, hereby formally say no assassination. We won't do that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I could see a commander-in-chief, the chief executive officer, the person who is the elected head of that branch of government, saying something like that, right? But then you go to the flip side, you have executive orders that people then signed later that I thought were completely overreaching what the idea of the chief executive officer could sign, right? But you have to argue that in court. I get what you're saying. So is that kind of like the argument has to be made in court, regardless?
I mean, that's usually what it comes down to. It's like that's where it's challenged. It's always challenged in court, right?
Like to a right to a fair and speedy trial and shit like that.
That's correct.
I think
and
that
right to and that's where the right to discovery. That's where the right to discovery comes out. We're talking about like the person that you're talking about.
So you can prove
the gang member, right? The gang member
this
murder.
Person's a gang member. This
for 20
person's
years.
a trafficker.
Right, versus the person who got here a year ago, and within a year, they're already running a roofing company that has like 8 employees underneath them. They have an LLC. Yeah. They're filing. They're paying taxes on it. You know what I'm saying? They bought a house. You know, it's like. But
I don't think those people should be fucked with, dude. To be quite honest.
No,
but unfortunately, they are.
Prove the legal standard, right? You still have to prove they're here illegally, right?
Right.
That's what we're talking about.
But that's where all this shit is kicking up from. It's like they're now to the point where they're dredging the ocean floor.
So that's
what I'm saying.
But if I can say this real quick, there's some shit that like I think that the reason why they're being so heavy-handed in doing these operations right now is because prior a lot of things what Tom was saying wasn't being enforced. Like I had so many guys at MS-13 18th Street when I was working down close to South LA, what we would get, and they would have ice holds on them, and I would go and take them to jail. They'd go sit in an ICE detention facility. They'd be like, okay, we'll take you back out, and then they go back out, and then they go back out and commit more crimes in commission of their gang, right? Which was bad, and then they weren't getting removed, even when they were to find out that they are a bona fide gang member, they are a bona fide criminal. Baby mama may not press charges, but these are the people that should have been getting deported at that point. Now I think they're just so heavy-handed right now because they've been so fed up with all that stuff, and they're just like, fuck it, let's just run massive raids. We already know these people are dirty. Get them out. And I think a lot of people are getting pissed off at that because, you know, I think they think everyone's being targeted. And
so therein lies the difference, right? Is your perception of who or what is being targeted. There are people out there that literally think if they even sniff that you are of anything other than white, you're going to be snatched up and thrown onto a plane. And then there's people that think this is all a black bag operation. It's not actually happening. Everything's fine, right? There's always two opposite ends, right?
I'd be fucking scared. To be quite honest, I'd be scared
of what?
Getting deported if I was,
I mean, there's videos out there of them rolling up on a whole fucking roofing company.
Yeah, I would
detaining the entire roofing company, hauling them off, and then
probably because they got one tip.
They're releasing half of them the next day, and it wasn't criminals. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't criminals. It was just
this is where I want to ask a question because we have to move on. We're almost we have our next topic. We haven't even hit the biggest topic. Breaking right now. Which Marco, I don't even know if you saw this.
The breakup.
What?
The breakup?
What breakup?
The movie?
The breakup between Trump and fucking and Elon.
Oh,
they're already making up, dude.
That was a media ploy. We all know that. That was like, all right, we're gonna let Elon get his stock back because he took a hit. He'll quit the government. We'll pretend we talk shit then we'll make up and we'll give the media something to talk about. Hey, look what's happening over here. Haha. Meanwhile,
Elon's like, go too far with the Epstein shit. My bad, bro.
no, right.
I'll retract that statement.
It was a little bit like mom and dad were fighting though. Like your mom is mad at at the boyfriend you actually like, right? Like, like, damn it.
No,
Don't go anywhere, Elon. Please save us from all this government waste. Oh shit.
Israel, bro.
So yeah, that's I guess we kind of have to move on. So that's the big, like, Israel attacked Iran tonight.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
So you did see it.
Yeah, this shit pops up on fucking.
Okay.
I'm not that far left. Dude. I'm like middle.
There's not a lot on YouTube.
Left,
That's where
left.
no. Facebook. That's where I get my news from. Unless it's the morning time, then it's the
Oh, I get it. I have my phone hooked up through not alerts, but when I open up like a new browser page, whatever, I have my shit set up to like I get certain news outlets send me shit. So like I have shit. I have shit popped up all the time. So and I check it. Like I'll go like I'll swipe over to like internet and come up like a whole media thing comes up. And go into I saw that. So which is interesting because like I said it before. When she kicked off before, and we're talking about on the podcast, I said, Tom, you're asking me my opinion on it, and I said, you know what? I feel where you're coming from, but I'm actually trying to track and pay attention to what is actually happening. Like,
right?
What are we being averted from? Like, what our eyes are being taken away from?
Exactly.
What? Because something always kicks off. Because I mean,
watch over. Don't look over here. Don't look over here.
Exactly.
Right.
Don't pay attention to over here. Worry about this and what we're doing here and sending the troops in
I'm gonna
here.
tell you
this
right
city's
now,
doing this.
What I'm about to show you is none of our business. Okay, I'm on the record saying this is none of our business. Look at this. This is
Damn, shit's kicking off, dude. Oh shit.
It's a lot, dude. Now it says Iran attacked Israel. Is that Iran attacking Israel or Israel's attack to Iran? Because it sounds like Iranian.
So that's one side. Hold on. We got. Let's see. I sent another one. This is so. Apparently, it's big enough that I guess Israel has said they have killed the entire like Joint Chiefs of Staff of Iran.
The whole head of their military is gone.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
The whole fucking head of the military gone.
Like
got taken out.
Everybody's gone.
Damn.
Yeah. So
like it's the tops.
And so then you look at like all these posts from American. Everybody's. It's funny when somebody's like, "Oh, I'm praying for Israel," and somebody tweeted back, "Isn't it a little bit early to start taking sides?"
It is a little early.
Are we taking odds? Are you betting? Right? Like
Oh man, I saw the best AI video. They posted. Somebody put together best like an AI video that's talking about gay for Hamas. We want to introduce, and I was like, "Oh, it's fake as fuck. It's AI as fuck."
It's Israel, probably.
people don't understand. Like we just want to explain our side to them, and that we stand with them. And I was like, oh, yeah.
What was the thing about, I want to see a reality show where people have to like white liberal lesbians have to go live with a Muslim family in Hamas in Palestine for 6 months.
They never come back.
6 minutes.
They'd be thrown off a fucking building, dude.
I mean, that's cognitive dissonance. Like, I understand why Hamas says what they say. I don't agree with it, but I understand what they're saying.
I mean, yeah,
I understand. I understand. I don't understand why they're in favor of each other. I don't understand why. Where is the support coming from? Is what I'm saying.
I don't know. I'll tell you what though. Actually, I have no fucking idea, dude. I have no idea. But do we know why the shit's kicking off now between them two motherfuckers? Like, I mean, I know they've been at odds forever. They've been at odds forever. But
they've backed.
Go ahead.
They backed Hamas. Iran backed Hamas during all of Hamas attacks over Gaza and going into Israel and killing a bunch
Sure.
of people at that music festival. They found out a bunch
Okay.
of this shit was funded by Iran, so
Oh,
they know
oops.
that Iran is funding Hamas, and that is why they're attacking Iran. They're like, well, fuck it, we'll just cut off Daddy.
Are you saying that?
That's who's paying you? We're gonna cut.
Are you saying that Iran's so far away?
Oh,
I
my
couldn't get away.
That's amazing.
I'm just saying. See what I did there?
So Matt is not. Apparently, he is still stuck. I guess there's a there's a curfew in some parts of the city.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it
8 o'clock.
8 p.m.? 8 p.m. Right?
Yeah.
We tried to tell him to get his job in the area where there's,
He can go outside.
curfew, and he can come back.
Has Matt on the street.
Anyway,
Let's see. Sorry, I was reading the comments. Tim said air defense is all the way.
no, Marco, I have as we close out, I have a question for you.
Yeah, shoot.
Because
Make it a good one too.
I don't want to end with Israel and Iran trying to nuke each other off the base of the promised land.
Okay.
I can't think about that. That doesn't affect me right now. What affects me right
got
now
Mhm.
is a picture that came across my feed, because as you know, I keep tabs on the pulse
Sure.
of what's happening out there. with
Sure.
the,
Sure.
And you, as my resident tattoo piercing
Oh, buddy.
subculture
Mm.
representative, you have
Mhm.
I in fact need to see you soon at some point. I fly you here, whatever I need. We have to figure this out. But
It's all good.
I have been haunted by a post that I have never seen before, and nor do I want to ever
Okay.
see again. I only want to
Okay.
know if it's true.
Okay.
Okay. So this is what came across my feed. It says, I got my clit pierced 3 days ago. It got infected and fell off. Do you all think I should sue the piercing shop that I got it done at? What am I going to do with no clit? And the picture is like,
It's fake.
is it? Okay.
It's fake.
This has haunted my dream.
It's fake, and I'll tell you why. Because in any situation where you have a body part that is infected to the part of removal, they're not going to leave the underlying cause. So, for example, like if you have a piece of like rebar because of an accident going through your arm, and they're like, okay, we may need to amputate. The first thing they're going to do is remove that fucking piece of rebar, and then try to, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not going to keep the fucking piercing in fucking place.
Okay. Well, what
also
if it fell off due to rot? Here's what I'm saying. 3 days is not enough to fall off due to rot. Period.
No.
Right.
No.
Okay.
3 days is enough to get an infection going, but
Yes.
it would be like the fourth or fifth day. Like on the third day, it would be really hurting and
Sure.
irritating. It would be hot. You know, it would be like really like irritable to the touch. I mean, she wouldn't even be able to walk on day 4.
Mhm.
And at that point, you're still able to like get some antibiotic cream, get some fucking, some. She had to been fucking rocking that fucking funky coochie for at least like 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like before shit really started happening.
Well, so now I have a question for you, Chuck, because, well, maybe for both of you guys. Somebody sent me an image about a campaign ribbon.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
the idea was, what if, LAPD was handing out campaign ribbons to officers for working through this time of civil unrest? And this was what got sent, right? So this was somebody put this up on social media. the Los Angeles Campaign Medal, 2nd Battalion, 7th Marine.
I like the fact that it's a Dodge logo.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I
now,
could totally see that.
first of all, that ribbon is dope as shit.
I'd wear
That's
it.
a cool ribbon. I mean, I know it's totally
Uh,
fucking made up and shit, but it's pretty cool ribbon actually.
It's a pretty cool. Like, it's dope as shit. But
It really is.
I wanted to bring up something. What do you guys think the odds are that would ever happen?
A campaign ribbon like that?
Yeah.
For the Marine Corps or for the city of Los Angeles? Because for the city
For
of Los
LAPD.
Angeles.
LAPD.
Oh, no.
I
It
don't
look-
think it was
that-
that real.
It looks really close to the campaign ribbon or the ribbon that we got for the riots 2020.
Well,
Ours was purple, white, and it had like a little fucking dealie on it.
they in fact gave out ribbons for the 92 riots.
Oh, interesting.
I think I have my ribbons right
My
here.
dad had one. My dad was
wait.
awarded a ribbon for the 92 riots. So, LAPD, we bag on you routinely on this podcast. But if you ever done anything even remotely
give out ribbons?
right in the history of your agency,
Yeah, look at that.
please make the Los Angeles World Championship Dodgers commemorative campaign ribbon for the 7th Battalion, 7th
Oh.
Marines.
I would go and buy that in a heartbeat. I wouldn't wear it, but I'd buy it because I think it's cool as fuck.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
For the 2020 riots, because it was the pandemic,
Mhm.
they put like a fucking, it was purple with white, and in the center it was a little metal emblem, and it was like the healthcare symbol. And I was like, you motherfuckers. But it was for the riots and for the pandemic. I'm like, this isn't Christmas and a birthday where you give one gift. Give me two.
Did they have a little? Did the ribbon have a little mask on it? Because that
No, that'd been fucking hilarious.
that'd been pretty
So
hilarious.
now, Marco,
Yo,
sometimes there's a beautiful collision between art and reality, right? There's this
it'd
this
be like
place
that.
where it's that Monty Python level
Mhm.
self-referential nature of comedy. And I want to share with you one such moment of brilliance
Okay.
where the LA riots collide with It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
What? Okay.
Okay, here you go.
What do you think these people are doing? Looting or surviving?
This is the LA riots
Well, they're looting.
footage
Of course,
with audio
it's
from
the
It's
media.
Always
See,
Sunny
when
in
it's white
Philadelphia.
people, it's survival, and when it's black people, it's
Okay, on the left. Sorry. Here you go.
what do you think these people are doing? Looting or surviving?
Well, they're looting.
Of course. Well, it's the media. See, when it's white people, it's
Media.
survival, and when it's black people, it's
No, Frank, it's because the white people are stealing bread and the black people are stealing speakers. If the white people were stealing stereo equipment, I would say they were looting too.
how do you know the blacks don't have bread in those speakers?
What are you talking about?
Oh, okay.
What are we talking
Wait,
about right now?
listen,
That you could not make that shit. I feel like that show's not even that old.
It hits though.
20 years.
So good.
Is it really been
So-
going on for 20 years?
Yeah,
No.
20 years. They
Oh
just
yeah,
had
it's
the
like
20th
17
year.
seasons, right?
Yeah, the 20th year they just had the thing just recently.
Yeah, amazing. Well, all right. I am now going to. Do you guys want to close out with? What do you guys want to close out with?
Please tell me you have some single moms. We haven't done it in a while.
We've been. That's what we've done every time. We just haven't been together in a while.
I know. That's why I miss it.
All
I
right.
want some of our listeners to start messaging some of those people on J-Date or whatever the fucking
Oh yeah.
that prison thing.
All right.
Yeah, the prison shit. Oh yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Yeah, J-Pay.
All right.
By the way, have you all seen videos of Fred Durst on stage? I love the fact that he just.
He looks like
he's
the
just-
old man next door at the.
I just love the fact that he just knows he's like not taking himself seriously. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
Wear a cowboy hat.
I'm just out here getting.
Like Western get up.
I'm just out here getting my paycheck.
Right.
He's having fun with it, dude.
For
Westmoreland too.
I mean,
Mm-mm. No, but Westmoreland has always been super eccentric with as far as what he wears, but I think they're
Right.
both going over the top.
Yeah.
all right. So, do you guys? All right, you ready?
Whenever you are, buddy.
Okay. So I'm trying to make sure we have the right music. You can't hear that? The right one. All right. I feel like that's not the right one. Let's try this one. Here we go. All right. Valerie, 36. Looking for a good man who wants to rescue me and my kids from this low-income life I've been stuck in for years. I have no interest in things of the past, and my kids deserve to have a positive male role model in their life with me. Has to be sensitive to people with disabilities. All right, boys. What do you think?
36, okay. This could go like ex-nursing student that failed. This could go meth head. Her head's already done for too much hippie stuff. Chuck, what are you thinking?
It's a man.
Okay, here we go.
See that Adam's apple? Oh shit, not bad.
Just like wood.
She looks like the random nurse that comes in and checks on you at 2:00 in the morning when you have it overnight.
Okay.
Would you like a sponge bath? Yeah.
All right.
You know, if you're offering,
You got to call it blind. You got to call it blind.
Okay.
Right?
Go ahead.
If you say yes,
Okay.
then you have to. If
All
you
right.
say no, then you
All right.
can't.
All right.
Here we go.
Here we go. Let's do this.
Game of, this is Stephanie, 42. Right? Stephanie,
Okay.
42.
42.
Tight asshole.
Oh, she's DT.
Very giving lover.
Okay.
Will
Freak.
swallow the whole load.
Oh my god.
Can make a good steak.
It's a dude. Bro, it's a dude. Tight asshole? Come on. It's best
Very
quality.
affectionate and constantly crave you
Mm,
if we are together. I
it's a
like it
heifer. It's a heifer.
I don't mind if I were to get pregnant.
No, of
Must
course
be
not.
willing to have sex and oral daily.
No.
Can be
No.
submissive
No.
to the right
No,
person.
dude. No. 600-pound
and
sister.
enjoy pleasing my partner. Is this what's up, Chuck? Is that what we're doing?
Oh, it's fucking
No, dude.
Optimal makeout partner, not
No,
afraid to
dude,
have
no.
adventurous sex.
Mm,
Can
mm, mm.
take a punch as good as I can give.
Because of the flab.
It's a fucking
Very
dude. Or it's a
accepting
dude.
of differences and doesn't tolerate liars. Ladies and gentlemen,
No. I'm out.
this is
I'm out.
definitely.
I'm
Ready?
out. Too aggressive. Oh, hold on.
Fuck me in my folds.
I'm gonna say. Oh god, I'm gonna say that she's. She a torta? No, Stephanie.
Wait, what?
Either a dude or she's fat.
No, dude, she's a heifer. She's
All
a
right.
heifer. Whatever.
Asshole,
It's too
I
aggressive.
need your
Too-
final answers, gentlemen. We're running out of time.
Okay, she's a heifer, and she's way too aggressive for my taste anyway. So I'm out. 100% out.
No.
Unless I was really drunk and then I hit it one time and then run away. Give her a fake number. Go ahead.
Chuck,
No.
you giving her your digits? You letting her come by?
No, it sounds like a dude, and I don't like tight assholes.
Okay.
I don't like assholes at all.
What?
They're pooping.
Stephanie, 42.
Oh, fuck.
Fucking.
I love you
What
long
is going?
time.
Is that real? It looks too
Yes.
black. I think it's real.
That's
That's
from
real.
National
That's
Geographic.
wow. Wow.
The fucking
That's
undisturbed
your
island.
best. That's your best shot. That's your best shot,
That's the best
mean-
woman in the island community, dude.
bro. You have to put yourself out there like that because I mean,
Not island community, but like fucking, it's like the Amazon rainforest tribe.
Okay.
I am no
Living
looker
a boat for
myself,
the
but
first
that's
time.
that's,
She looks like out of the fucking
that's rough.
National
All right,
Geographic.
one more.
Dude, that's rough,
That's
bro.
fucked up.
That's,
I'm sorry.
That's rough. That's real rough.
That's fucked.
All right. We
At my
have
worst, I've done better.
Sienna,
Looks
23.
like a girl I touched her poop in high school. Sorry.
My nickname is C.
She peeked in the nutsack.
I'm I'm a full-time single mama to a 4-year-old little girl.
Got
And-
left behind.
Currently pregnant with my rainbow.
Does she drive a
Smart
Subaru?
Heart. I'm not interested in anything serious, considering all men have truly hurt and damaged me. Heartbreak emoji.
Yeah,
Currently-
all her exes are in jail.
Currently unemployed as my doctor put me on pelvic rest due to being high risk.
Oh, she's pregnant.
High risk
Depression
crazy.
and
Yeah.
anxiety take over on a daily basis. If you want to know anything else, just ask. Don't be boring. And then she gives her Cash App address. So, boys and
Oh,
girls, of
she's-
Locker Room Live.
She's a 5. She's a 5 on the trailer park scale. Trailer park scale 5.
Think so?
I'm doubling down.
It sounds
Little
like
Mama. See that? Little Mama CE 69. Yeah, she's gonna be a 5. She's gonna be a 5 in it.
Last words.
this is the origin story on how you begin to drive a Subaru. She's lesbian.
I fucking
She's
knew it,
mission
dude.
girl.
I
One of
fucking
your
knew it,
clients?
dude.
That's
Dude, look
okay.
how-
That's a 6 in a trailer park.
Hold
6
on
or
a second.
7. Actually, it's like a 7 in a trailer park.
It's like
Dude.
bro, look how rough those fucking hands are, dude.
Yeah, she's gonna
They didn't
fucking
put the
gorilla
work-
grip that dick, bro,
Bro,
and she's gonna be like,
Bro, she's been put to work, dude.
Like
She's
that?
been put to work, dude.
yeah.
How they go
They're
get a
gonna-
check? How they go get a check? Yeah. Ooh.
Okay.
Again.
fucking dude.
Hey, Kentucky, out of Kentucky. Shout out to Kentucky. And shout out to you guys listening to the podcast. We appreciate your time. If you need to get a hold of us, you want to get a hold of us, you should be getting a hold of us. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share this with your friends.
yeah.
It's the only way for us to grow the channel. You can get a hold of us on lockerroommailbag@gmail.com. Once again, that's lockerroommailadbag@gmail.com. The phone number for our voicemail is 818-280-9822. Operators are not standing by. And once again, we give you this warning, fair enough, that if it's funny enough, we will call you randomly from the podcast whenever the fuck we're doing it. So keep in mind, we have done it. We will do it. 100% of the time, we'll do it.
I want to tell you something.
What's
There's
up?
a picture I wanted to share for the first time on the podcast. Chuck had some AI characters generated of us.
Okay.
What do you think?
I really like it.
Right?
I really like that.
Some Nintendo characters. Well, if you can't see what we're talking about, you should go to Locker Room Live.
Damn, I got nothing bad to say about that. I really like all that.
Thanks.
Fucking hilarious.
I went to your guys' Facebook pages.